Alright folks, welcome to another beer review. It's 30 degrees today, which as much as I welcome beer friendly weather like this, yeah, it's a hot one. And so I thought I'd shoot the review in here and then just sit outside for a bit. So today we're going back over to Sudden Death Brewing Company. And this is Echoes of Collapse, which is a hazy double IPA clocking in at 8% ABV. The now iconic artwork, or branding, I should say, for Sudden Death. Yeah, big fan of this brewery and had some absolutely fantastic beers from them. So let's see what this double IPA is going to be like. I think my beer fridge is on the fritz because who uses that term? Because it's just just about cold and it's been in there for like 3 or 4 days now. But anyway, I digress. So I'm probably not drinking any of my beers optimally recently. But he says when there's a big fuck off fridge next to me. But anyway, beer in the glass then. And yeah, lovely sort of orangey, yellowy, hazy beer, as you would expect. Just shy of a finger's worth of a white, slightly tinged head. Look, it just looks like a hazy double IPA, doesn't it really? Let's see what we get on the nose. Definitely getting a bit of a dank mango character coming through. Maybe like a subtle watermelon character. A little bit of coconut, like coconut, vanilla, tonka, that sort of thing. That smells really nice. A little bit of melon, orange coming through as well. That smells really nice. It's quite fragrant actually. Anyway, it smells really appetizing, so let's give it a taste. Cheers everyone. Prost. Don't know why I keep rolling the R's. Ooh, that's got a bit of a twang to it. Oh yeah. Like a bit like sweaty cheese almost. Almost getting like a gooseberry sort of tart sweetness. It's quite savoury as well. First flavour I seem to get is like a savoury earthiness. And then the gentle sweet fruits sort of come through. So it's not overwhelmingly sweet. In fact, the more I'm drinking it, the more savoury it's getting. Not just like dank savoury, but just like savoury. Ever so slight herbal notes coming through. Really nice bitterness on the back end. Lovely mouthfeel as well. Yeah, it's not what I was expecting, and it's one of those double IPAs that you've not tasted anything like it for a while. Quite tangy on the tongue as well. There's quite a lot going on, but it's subtle and balanced at the same time. You get like a slight musky grape character, but it doesn't finish too dry. You can tell it's an 8% IPA. There's nothing really to mask the ABV with this one. So it's one that's going to be a little bit more sort of sensible, if that's possible. But yeah, it's something different, something a bit interesting. It's flavours that you've had before, but it's been a long time, if that makes sense. But yeah, very savoury, very earthy, a little bit dank, a little bit musky. Yeah, it's almost like a mature sort of IPA instead of being a loud, brash, in-your-face juice bomb. Which I like having these beers sort of in between literally through the fog of hazy, sweet New England style IPAs. And then stuff like this comes along, big savoury kick. And it's just really, really satisfying. It's one of those ones, can't imagine it's going to be to everyone's taste. But then again, it's not straying too far into that direction. No, I really like this. It's an interesting double IPA. It's tasty as well, but it's interesting. And I'm all for that. I'm absolutely all for that. Because you sort of get worn out. Even though you keep drinking these sorts of beers, you get a bit worn out, and then they sort of blend in between each other. And we've talked about it at great length on multiple IPA reviews. Once again, I'm just repeating stuff that I've said ad nauseum now, so I'll spare you that. But no, if you want a bit more of a flavourful sweet IPA, you might want to miss this one out. But if you want something that's just a little bit different, tastes a little bit more grown up. Trying to think of an inappropriate joke, but I'm not going to lower the tone. But yeah, I just love the artwork. Just really nice and simple. The artwork, the logo, I think will make for a great tattoo. Obviously combining hockey and beer. Because if you know the story of sudden death, then yeah, I won't go into it because I'm sure there's much better, eloquent people who can retell you the history of sudden death brewing company. But it's absolutely bang on. I just wish it was a bit colder, but that's on me. That. Anyway, I'm going to sit in the garden for about 5 minutes and then come back in. Poor Betty is just not enjoying this weather at all. But for some reason, she's not drinking her water. So, more fool her, to be honest. That's on her. Even though we keep trying to get her to have a bit of water, but she's fine. She's fine. She's just like a uber white owner. She doesn't handle heat very well. Like, I don't think really any dogs do they? Especially when your body's covered in masses of hair, which I can relate to. Anyway, if you've tried this, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. Got quite a few sudden death reviews on the channel. I don't know if I suit this sort of style at all. But the man bun with a cap, one of the only ways I can get a cap to kind of fit my head. In fact, 1 second. So I mentioned in like my haul video in which this beer came from that I've been scouring Vinted for beer merch. And I've managed to get a few sort of like brewery style shirts. And I picked this up. literally for a quid. Obviously about 2 or 3 quid once you put your shipping there. But I don't know if you can see that. There's like it's almost like, it's like a cut and shut cap. Like, it's a style of cap at the back, but then a completely different. But I don't know if that's just because it might have got like squashed when it was being delivered there. But I physically cannot wear this cap. So let me just show you how ludicrously misshapen my head is. See? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't work. It works a little bit better, but yeah, look at that. It's just got no shape. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be. Look a bit like Steven Spielberg. But yeah, I don't know if I'm comfortable with this, but for a quid, I can resell it for a £5 on Vinted. But yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I don't get it. I just can't wear hats. Although this hat kind of works on me. So I take my victories when I can get them. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below about the beer if you've had it. There's a few sudden death reviews on the channel. And yeah, I'm going to enjoy this for a few minutes outside, come back in, and then have to cook some food and get warm inside. It's 30 degrees. There are people out there who find this weather ideal and would happily have it every day of the year. I like sleeping comfortably. I like walking without chafing. Chafing? I like not having pools of sweat under my armpits and under my tits. I could just lose weight. There you go. And get tanning injections. Well, the world's my oyster. I need to make it big. Anyway, thank you for watching. Going for a Nick Rochefort vibe with this. Even though he's 100 times the man that I will ever be. And yeah, thank you for watching. Bye. He's knocked the camera, he's not turned it off. Stupid.